Hey Taro, how are you? Welcome. I hope you're all doing very well. Taro, let's see how your energies are for this moment so you can use them to your advantage and see a situation from a new point of view. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, and it applies to everyone who has Sun, Ascendant, Moon, or Venus in the sign of Toro. Remember to activate all the bells so you can get notifications for the new videos. And if you want, you can follow me on my other TikTok and Instagram accounts where I will be uploading new content. Let's channel a message for the sign Taurus. Taurus. They start with justice. We have the Five of Wands, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Magician. Well, Taurus, I feel like in one sentence, this could be about making the decision to fight for your desires, to fight for your dreams, for your wishes. I feel like there's something you want to manifest, that you know how to do it. Maybe you have a great idea. At this moment, there's something you've decided. And this could be, for example, a financial project, a creative project, a long-term vision for some job. And you know you can do it. You know you have the potential to do it, to change your reality. You have the information, but you know this isn't easy. You know this isn't easy. Because I feel like there are people in the middle. Look, this isn't so much about others, but about how hard it is to manifest this desire. This too, sometimes I feel like it's a test where you're in like a kind of relay race, right? Where there's a prize, where there's a reward. And you have to, of course, make an effort, right, to be able to reach that goal. Naturally, there are competitors and others involved. There are people who might not make the right decisions. You have to pay attention to your surroundings, right? And there's a mix of external energies closely related to other people, to social environments, to people who also do the same thing as you. I think that's where the test is. It's not about lowering yourself to this energy and getting into a confrontational energy with others, but rather about being balanced, about being very clear about what you want to manifest right now. Whether all of this is written down, planned, creating some kind of strategy, keeping it in mind. That's why we said it won't be easy to manifest this desire, but all the conditions are coming together so that it can happen, so that your desire can take shape. The competition is tough. The competition is tough. The energy is intense, not in the environment, but it's something to keep in mind. Not that maybe this requires some kind of species there, like fighting or facing some challenges, right? Also, having patience, organizing yourself, not losing sight of this goal and objective that you have. I mean, at the first sign of any kind of challenge or obstacle that comes from outside or any kind of setback, don't give up. Don't go backwards. Stay focused on what you want to create and never stop believing in yourself and your potential. Because I feel like these tests have to do with this, right? With not forgetting the energy you have, with not forgetting the decision you've made. And despite how the environment is, despite the conditions, keep moving forward. Let's see what else we have. See you? And he saw Taurus, Taurus. General energy, Taurus. Taurus, you have the Emperor here, Taurus. You have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Wands. Wow, wow, the Devil. How much, so much intensity, so much power, Taurus, right now, huh? I feel like you're at a moment where you're starting to take your place. Look at the power that's here. It's like you've awakened a great energy and a great magnetism. I also see a lot of authority, maybe with your presence, with your energy, right? And this can already be felt out there, going somewhere and having your magnetism felt, your intensity felt, and your power felt well. I see you very balanced when it comes to your energy. Notice that both kings have come out, okay? And this is a perfect balance when it comes to your inner fire. It's like they're there balancing this. And I also feel like you're very much in control of it. And it's important for you to have control over this energy because there's a shadow here. And this shadow, I feel like this shadow is seeking attention. It's a test. It's a test. Let's see how you use this power. If you abuse this power, if you cross over to the side of a more authoritarian Taurus, no. This is like, for example, if someone takes this energy, it's like they become very rational, very fixed in their ideas. Right? A Taurus, for example, can be very stubborn in their vision, right? And they can even get angry, right? If they can't control their environment. So there's a lot of authorial energy, a lot of leadership energy here. But the challenge is in how this energy is used, not just if it's used or for what purpose. Whether it's going to be used to also provide a service to others, to help others, or if it's going to be something more personal, just for oneself. That's the difference. What are you going to have? Great magnetism these days, I have no doubt about it. The challenge is in the excess. It's not always more. It's better to try to find the right balance of your energy as well. Don't get too rigid, don't get too tough or authoritarian. And try to go with the flow more with all of this. It's not about attracting, it's not about chasing or imposing either, but about magnetizing. Okay, what are you vibrating right now? Also, pay attention to the people who are drawn to this energy, because there will be all kinds of people who something will catch their attention and may attract them, as they could have other interests too. So I feel that this is also a test for you to see how far you should go and where you should draw the line. Okay? I feel like that's where this energy of healthy boundaries could apply in certain situations, or if there are toxic situations with certain people. Or do you begin to feel outside control? Because if you handle this energy well, be careful. This energy can also come from the outside. Not like attracting powerful people, but people who have their own personal interests there. Basically, Taurus has an energy that interests me, you know? So how do you start setting boundaries there and maybe organizing or reorganizing your social circle, the people you connect with, and so on? Okay, let's see what else we have. A lot of personal power, a lot of intensity as well. Okay? A lot of strength, right? A strong Taurus. Okay. A strong Taurus, also a mysterious Taurus. Mystery attracts. Let's see what else, Taurus. General and available energy. The devil appeared twice. The Knight of Swords. The moon, the wolf. The energy? Maybe what I was telling you is that you should analyze first. I see a Taurus ready to deeply analyze something that was previously avoided. Does this have to do with depth? Does it also have to do with facing fears or facing insecurities, especially when it comes to expressing yourself, making decisions, and also defending your position, your ideas, or your beliefs? No. Maybe this energy is also telling you to let go of attachments, not to hold on to a very rigid or inflexible stance toward something new, toward a totally different energy. You might unconsciously be attached to something from your past or family that maybe you start to analyze, you start to study it. And the key here is to start talking. Start communicating, start expressing everything you've been holding inside you. No, because this can really be not only healing, but it can also be really, really liberating. There might be an issue here, and it stems from your past. Something related to the father, something related to that masculine energy, things that maybe were seen, maybe back in childhood, that come back again and say, well, let's break this pattern. This energy is not mine. And start freeing yourself from all this, because the energy is going towards exactly that, freeing that backpack, releasing that weight, because you are about to start a new stage of your life. You are about to embark on a new journey. But there are attachments from your past, like attachments to certain fears, to certain anxieties, blockages, insecurities, secrets, things that were there, kind of hidden, that were there, very deeply rooted. For you to say, I need to get rid of this in this new stage that you're about to enter and start moving forward. There's something that needs to be let go. There's something that needs to be dissolved. In some cases, this also has to do with a habit. If there's any toxic habit or any dependency, something that you know attracts you, you like it, it gives you pleasure, but it's not bringing anything positive to you in this new stage. Or you're giving something power, you're giving something your energy, something is being fed to say, well, I'm going to break this pattern because this has been a custom, it's been a habit. Something at the family level, it's been around for a long time. It could be an inheritance also from the family, but it's time for this to be cut off for good so we can move forward on this new path. You're starting a new adventure in your life, a renewed Taurus, a Taurus with a new personality, and you're becoming quite unpredictable to the world, to other people. But it's also about starting to live in the here and now, living in the present. Start to detach yourself and also start to connect with that personal power and with that magnetism. Let's see what we have, Taurus. Taurus, that power we've talked about, Taurus. It's a power that's awakening. I feel, no, it's already been hidden. It's been hidden deep inside you. It's about to awaken. And it's much bigger than you thought. Really, you've come out, yes, pretty clear, right? The decisions to set boundaries with toxic things, habits, people, circumstances, environments. There might be like certain, maybe some exchanges of words with certain people, friends, acquaintances, without imposing yourself. But I feel like there could be some very clear conversations with someone, right? Maybe about this. That's what I feel. This is my new lifestyle. This is my way of being. This is my vision. And I'm going to keep going down that path. right? Even if there are people who don't agree, right? But there's something you've chosen, there's something you've decided. All right, Taurus, you have the number 30 here. It tells you that you are original, innovative, and excellent communicators. You have great talent for using your creativity to share your ideas and your optimism inspires others. And the affirmation it leaves you with is, I am imaginative, Taurus. This is what we've seen. Wishing all of you a beautiful day, and I'll see you here next time.